So half of you are going to go off with Lorna to do a quiz to start with, okay? The other half of you are going to go off to go and help with some of the work on the canal. You're going to take you to with Chris over there, okay? And halfway through we're going to swap over, right? So you're both going to do both activities. Maya?
The Cubs are test driving the quiz that our wonderful artist Stuart Sampson has devised, which is to look at his posters that are all the way along the route of the canal and which follow his wishful thinking theme that's on our calendar, if you want to buy a calendar of ours for 2022, or an artist's impression of what the canal will look like at these various locations when we've got it all back in water. So they are at these red stars. The first one, the bend, right by the A38. So the first one is at Bobby's Bend. Then there's this one, which is right there by the red bubble hat. A mystery. Come on, let's go. What's this called? There are some rockers there if you want to try and tackle those.
Yeah, it's a bit weird then, baby.
You're going to be doing the quiz, which is finding all these posters, and all the paintings have been done by this gentleman behind you, Stuart Sampson, and he's done a whole load of, how many altogether?
For those, probably about a dozen.
Yeah, and our calendar, which we're selling, has Stuart's paintings as each of the 12 months. So, this is a real artist you're seeing there. And not only has he done the paintings, but very kindly he also had them all printed onto that vinyl and put them up, and that's helping us hopefully to raise money and to give some information to people who are walking along, because they can now it's Puddlesford, and it's 7 miles up to Brown Hills.
Okay.
Alright, and then it connects to water at both those points.
It's a long way.
This is one of 3 cub packs that the 7th Lichfield Scout Group has. And this is the Somers pack, which is spelled S-O-M-E-R-S, and it's called Somers. Not many people know this because it's after Lord Somers, who was Chief Scout after Baden-Powell died, the founder of Scouts. And I only know that because I was a girl guide in the first Ledbury Guides, which used to be Lady Somers' own, but they had to stop that bit of the name when Lord Somers took over as Chief Scout. And I was tested for my beekeeper's badge in the Ledbury Guides by Lady Somers of Eastmoor Castle.
I could get some bricks, but
in that soil heap there are bricks, and I just thought it would be a fun activity for 8 to 11-year-olds to try and find the bricks that are in there. And it's useful to us because we've got a pile of bricks behind which we'll reuse either as whole bricks or as the half bricks that get into creating the retaining walls, which, you know, we've got several of along the route and which are actually very attractive. They've got 3/4 of an hour of doing that, and then they'll have very soon a switch over with the other half of this cub pack, where they will go and do the quiz on Stuart Sampson's posters, which are all the way along the route of the canal.
you take it. I'm a miner.
It's a gold mine.
They had loads and loads of bricks stacked up. They couldn't get them onto pallets. And so basically the whole of the 7th turned up, as far as I can remember, with Cub. And they just did the whole lot in about an hour and a half. So with numbers, you can really throw something at it. And it was absolutely amazing, because at the end of the day, at the end of the morning, they'd run out of pallets. So everything had been, all the bricks had been shifted onto these pallets.
New one.
I've got a mining stick.
I was the first one to get it.
And you'll see
Excuse me.
some down there if you have a look and go back down.
Up there.
A pebble.
Nice sort of pebble.
Yeah, and I want to bring it home.
Alright, yeah.
So
what do you think this is?
can you please help me on this pile?
Found one?
Fire! Over here!
Nice, an excellent one.
And can you please guard my stick? Okay. Come on. It's over here! I'm helping you! Land full of bricks! I found brickland! This is a good one. This is too hard. Too hard. Good to find bricks in. I just found the land of bricks.
Right, come on guys.
Because everyone's been mining over there and over there. There's loads of bricks over there. Can you please tell the next that over there there's loads of bricks? Because everyone's been searching over there and over there.
Right.
So there's loads of bricks over there.
I need to make sure that the other half go and work there.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
like not there, not that pile, that
Right,
the
we all
big.
We've got it, Michael, thank you.
We found the first one.
Would you like that quiz?
Yeah.
Ben,
Yeah.
what can you tell me then about the canals?
That they were used for transport and both horses would tug along all the boats that would carry stuff or carry people. So if they were going down to Coventry, I think, they would go on a canal boat instead of, since they didn't have cars or anything. The only mode of transport a canal
Brilliant.
boat.
Why the canal was closed? Why was it filled in? Can you remember? If you can't, I bet Ben can.
I can't, but I do know more about canals. Well, canals were used as roads, older day roads, seeming though they had trains, but they didn't have anywhere to put them. Really.
So can you remember
So,
why we said the canal's closed?
The canals were closed because
they were replaced by something, weren't
they were replaced by train and they wasn't no longer used in service.
they? That's right. Yeah. And why are we digging them up now? Why are we putting them back?
Because it's a good.
It's a good way because people like to go on holiday. They like to roam around
That's right.
the canals on their canal boats.
Can you remember the other reason we were talking about? Why there's such a good thing having the canal?
So since all the roads are coming, it's hard for badgers, foxes, and rabbits to move around places. So they build canals so they have a gateway
Fantastic. Well done, boys. All right, off you go.
Canals
Go
are
and catch them
also
up.
used as roads and transport systems.
I've already done it.
You got it? You got your word? Yes.
I have no idea actually.
What have you got?
What are these used to stop blocking?
Okay, back across the bridge again then. And the roundhead, well they all support it, just slightly different thing. And the roundheads. You alright, mate? Are you sorted? When you get bored of the big monuments, do you?
They are interesting. So she takes me up to the northeast of the north by the North Sea, the north shore of the North Sea. I've been there.
You got it, Henry?
Cricket.
What's that?
Cricket there.
Oh, well done.
Have you got one?
I got it.
Got it? We're all okay?
Cricket.
Keep up, mate.
Yeah, I still like it.
So that's your next sign you're looking for. We're just looking across Tamworth Road.
Which place is this?
You found it. What's this place called now, Henry? Let's have a look.
No, cricket was already done.
So, yeah. Let me see.
Let's just guess.
So I just thought it'd be a fun activity for the Cubs to do, somewhat educational as well, to just test drive the quiz. So that's what they're doing for us, and they seem to be thoroughly enjoying it.
Oh, no, hold it, Henry. So what are we looking at? What words have we got left here?
Work impression, words, tricks, and cocktails.
So let's see what punctuation, raised votes.
Oh, I know it.
Have you found it?
I know which one
You found.
it's a lot.
Yeah, look at the cross. Do we know what the word is?
Which?
We think this one might be the lock 24.
Ah.
Yeah, the site
Yeah,
of new lock
that's it.
24, I think.
Yeah.
Rather than the looking across Tamworth Road one, which might be the sign that's on that tree there.
Now I should. This is how you get the bricks out.
Have you found any?
Yep. Bury yourself. I've got glass in this pile. I found at least 3 whole bricks.
Oh, good.
They're really heavy, but you can break them really easily. And it's really fun.
Come on. What would you do if I wasn't here?
See you later. Look! Brick!
That's a good one. Well done.
So many. I'm taller than anyone in the world. I doubt you are. Stick! All you need is a stick.
Yep.
And you can dig bricks. Moving on.
You got your water bottle.
Come here, I want you in a quick so I can count you.
Big bricks.
Go round the end.
More interest to your parents, but can you read that out?
Queen's Award for voluntary service.
So that is something that's given to voluntary groups like ours, and indeed like scout groups, who can get this very special award, and it's the equivalent for voluntary groups of an MBE for, for individuals. So that was awarded to us 2 years ago, and we're very proud of it. But because we don't have any buildings, we've got nowhere to display it. So it does the rounds of volunteers, and Paul and his wife Bev, Paul looks after our website, and I hope you've all seen our website because it is brilliant. And I'm not just saying that because Paul's here, but because it is brilliant. And they've had it for a few months, and it's going to go to Roger and Jean Barnett. Roger works for us 4 days a week and has done an awful lot of the building, the work he's here today, the work that you've seen going on at Old Lock 24. So just thought it might be rather nice for you to see it, and also the certificate that came with it. So thanks, and if you're not members of the trust, please look at the website. And for a very few, for 2-3 cups of coffee a year, you can be a member, and that's our bread and butter income. So we'd be most grateful if you have a look at the website and join us if you can. Thank you very much, and thank you, lovely young people.
What do we say?
Thank you.
Well, I say thank you to you because you've done super jobs for us this morning. Okay?
Okay, guys, right. If
Very heavy.
If you could see your parents, you can disappear.
Don't drop it, will you? Very precious.
You get your chocolates on the way out.
No, I'm not. Do you mind if I just borrow it and I'll just go over there for a second?
No, I think I'll hang on to it. Thank you.
No,
No time to do it, guys.